Forwards will get the winters. Bite Power of Evil comes in, does not land a stun. Mountain, the concussive blows have worn off, but needs one more ultimate from any of these players. He will just use the ultimate, unleash power, and first blood to Power of Evil. Red and all the damage, pick up one in return. Mountain in Lee whiffs and Siku from off of the auto attacks. Dragon goes over to NFAC. Power of Evil finish to get the vision down. And faculty, and they find themselves out.
Though things could have definitely Fiends and Holy Grail. It didn't land. Power of Evil now in the mid tower just yet, but he's going to do a decent
fight. Now they were full. It's small victories one by one. Get the full stacks and the extra damage up in the bot lane.
Oren. Hit on CS is Cedric. Is doing his fair share of damage as well. That is one of the beauties of Zyra's support. But again, they're being pushed down on their tower. And Draven is just slowly but steadily chugging along. He is nearly on his Bloodthirster.
The worst thing for Freeze at the moment is he died without cashing in his Adoration stacks. Like, he was building them up for the first 10 minutes of the game. He died, they were now then halved. And he hasn't been able to get any of the all that well and passive.
Yeah, it definitely is. Which is why a lot of Draven players free.
Then faculty are strong enough to take the game. He was talking about how NIP are such smart players, and you saw that in their pick and ban phrase from the last game, that they're not going to play into the hands of faculty. We'll see if that actually comes true here, because if they do take a fight here at Dragon, it could be catastrophic for them with that shockwave after the Cataclysm.
And now the Dragon is started off by the team of faculty. I was behind, but it's all about the Dragon. faculty, no matter who they're playing against, always secure those objectives. And they are just not fazed by the power of ninjas in pajamas at the moment, and no doubt they'll start to pick up towers as well.
Yeah, their objective control is generally
a sonic wave onto Mountain, but doesn't know what's around the next corner, so will not choose to follow through, and will just instead go for the pink ward.
And because of the more safe solo laning champions of Lulu and Orianna, Ku has had nowhere near the same level of interference he did in the first game. He's not been able to get anywhere near as many successful ganks off, burn as many summoner spells as well. So that in turn has kind of decreased the influence that NIP have had across the board.
Definitely has not had the same impact, but let's take a look at some of the items. It's been the Ruin King and also the Bloodthirster for Cedrian and Freeze respectively.
Yeah, you're right. It's not the kind of item that you would expect to see on Draven in particular. We've seen a lot of it on Twitch over the last few days. Chrislin did that, Jeebus has done it as well. And I think we even saw Freeze running it yesterday. So it's not totally out of the ordinary, but the idea behind it on Draven is just that he wants to put down as much damage as he possibly can in that burst kind of isn't that huge. And on top of that, NIP have more towers standing. So this is far from over. Ku comes in, tries to steal it out. He will be able to survive for now. So nice attempt from... Here comes Zedrian, who's going to do a lot of damage. Doesn't quite land the Venom cask, so Alex can speed back up again. What he's doing here, though, is he's stalling out. In faculty, they can't really use their Baron in this situation. He finally does get the shutdown, but in mid lane, Freeze gets going to let themselves go. They've got nothing to lose. When you're 1-0 against NIP, no one fancies you to win. That's where you're at your strongest, I feel, and most threatening. See, 17-8, they are now bearing down on both bottom with Lulu and top with the rest of the side.
Well, I was not talking about a team fight and how we could break that down, but faculty aren't looking for a straight-on team fight. They're looking to divide and conquer, try and push them out all the way across the map and indeed their base. Not even the map anymore, they are right up against their fountain. Ku lands a Q, but doesn't want to go all the way. And look at that minion wave. They need more than just Alex to deal with it. Alex will go one-on-one with Pronbear, but he's just, again, dancing around him like a viper. And they need someone to deal with the Nexus. Everyone is just piling on the back of those super minions. Finally, they do get the spawn, but they'll go for the fight. Ku jumps in on Pronbear, but he'll just kite him around. Glacial Fissure comes across, but obviously it's so damn tanky, no one can even dent him. They get the first kill onto Power of Evil. Is this the end for the story of NIP in this game? And Freeze is just hiding behind the Nexus. That will be faculty taking the game against ninjas in pajamas in a 40-minute slugfest.